we are doing a special one-on-one session with Plaque. It'll be shorter than our usual because it's just a one-on-one, but it's time to see what Plaque was up to while the gang found OJ and shopped. So Plaque, when you were at the Crystal Ranch, right around when everyone was going to go get OJ, you hopped on a crystal and took off because you realized your cactus was missing.
No!
Good cactus friend.
What did we name the cactus? I don't remember. Crap.
It's in here somewhere. It has to be in here
somewhere. Mason.
There it is.
We have it written down.
Good catch. I could have sworn it was somewhere, but I guess I was wrong. So, you're looking for your cactus. I imagine you've hopped on one of the crystals and you just rode off into the desert, and there's this wonderful, wonderful image of a plague doctor riding on a crystal into the at noonday sun. as you desperately seek out your cactus.
Yes.
You've also left a note for your friends, basically saying, I'll meet you in town. A cactus.
Alright. By the way, the crystal has been named Bird, based on Aki's boyfriend's character who has a pet bird named Bird.
Bird. Good. Bird the crystal. Very powerful name.
Yeah.
So Bird the crystal and so you're Squiggin, that's his name too, are kind of just following your lead. You're riding Bird. Do you wanna? What would Plaque's thought process be? Where would Plaque start looking for a runaway cat?
I lost it. Okay. So probably gonna go look around in the desert for other cactus. See if Mason wants to go hang out with his family.
Makes complete sense.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. So, you just start looking for any grouping of cactuses. Do you have any sort of observation skill on your sheet?
Let me check. Probably should have opened that before we started, but I didn't think of it.
You know what?
There we go. Let's see. Relentless Discovery.
Ooh, that would work. Yeah.
Okay.
You can definitely roll with that.
That's an 8.
Nice. So it takes you what? The thing about a desert is it's just a lot of desert. So I imagine you are kind of going in circles. You left at noon. It's already 3 in the afternoon.
Oh wow!
And eventually, you come upon a group of cacti.
Finally, I'm gonna ride over it at full speed.
Yes, you run at these cactuses, and most of them tend to just stay in place as cactuses, do. And right at that last second, you see something. One of them just kind of move a little bit,
Oh, Mason!
This cactus scarecrow the cactus scarecrow kind of peeks out a little bit between is using their little stubs to do the fingers poking together thing.
Oh, there you are, Mason. Please come here.
They take a few steps forward and then just kind of hey.
How do I get you back? I don't want to put you on Bird. I think you'd hurt Bird.
They nod.
I know. Plaque goes over, picks up Mason, gets back on the Bird, and just holds Mason, puts Mason on their shoulders.
Oh yeah. Because you wouldn't get hurt. So you put Mason on your shoulder, and like as you start mounting, you know, as you start mounting Bird, you hear something behind you, like it's as if someone like kind of stepped out of a bush or something.
I will turn around halfway onto Bird.
And you see, let me pull up their description. Think that would have been important to have, but I didn't. Yes, she's a young girl. Well, she's not that young. She's like 33. So, like, young in the adult sense, you know?
Yeah.
They are wearing, like, very long, elaborate purple, blue, and slight green toned robes. With, like, raven hair, blue to black kind of a tone, you know?
Oh.
Paler kind of skin, but almost with, like, a green hue. And very shortcut. And she just kind of goes, I figured the animation potion would have caught your interest. And as she steps out, you, Plaque, instantly recognize the face of your creator. It's Rhea, the local witch of Lamplight.
Oh. What are you doing here?
Let me put their... I totally just described Mona from Shovel Knight, how dare you, but this is... She kind of smiles a bit and just goes like, I was looking for you. I know you wanted to go out on your adventure, and I got a little curious as to where you ended up. Didn't think the desert would be it.
I was looking for Mason. Points at the cactus.
Yes, Mason's a little gift from me. I was working on a potion to animate things, you know, bring plants and stuff to life of sorts. Mason was a very successful experiment. The other scarecrows in the area didn't work so great, but you know how it is.
Well, thank you. How is Ninny?
Doing well. She says hello. She wanted to come with me, but she had business to tend to at home, you know.
I see.
Maybe when you and your friends make it over, then she'd be happy to be around with you.
That is good to hear. Thank you.
No problem. She just kind of like looks around and just goes, the desert isn't necessarily a great place to have a catch up, huh?
I suppose not.
Would you want to maybe head into that little town little town? Wow. That's a major town. Would you want to maybe head there, see if we could find a place to sit down and talk? It's nothing too important. I just, you know, I miss having you around.
Sure.
Cool.
Can Bird come with? Points at the crystal.
They kind of like look at the horde of critters you've amassed, and you're just like, you know, didn't anticipate that would be how your programming for interest in fauna would pan out, but you know. You know, now that I think about it, there's really not any other way that it would have gone. Huh. But yeah, absolutely. We'll find a place outside, I guess. How do you...
Yay. Okay.
No. They're just like, how do you handle the heat? Oh, right.
I am overheating a bit. We should go somewhere, yes.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you can take Bird and I'll... my way.
Alright.
You kind of start going with Bird into town. And Plaque, as you see Ella for the first time, it's about midday now, you know? Just the travel time and everything. You're in this very big city. buildings are built into like the plateaus and everything, you know?
Mhm.
Very like Colorado desert, if that helps any. Various like stands are set up with water and like cooling stations to deal with the heat. Almost all the buildings have shaded like tops, you know. It's very bright, a lot of vibrant colors, you know.
Mhm.
And as you kind of step in, a little puff of smoke appears on your right, and Rhea steps out, and she's, huh. You know, I figured the city of art would be bombastic. This is a little much, even from what I had anticipated, but hey, I guess the people here go hard.
Agree.
Anyway, what would you like to see, Plaque? Is there anything in town you'd want to look at? I know food is kind of a one-sided thing here.
Is there anything Plaque knows about Oa that would interest them specifically?
Let me look. I've just finished all of these. They should be here. Here they are. You're in the main city. So there are sky gondolas for the earthbound to move from place to place. Private hot air balloonist. There's a public gallery, if art's your thing. High-end fashion, gift shops, commission artists. There's like a little art alley. Artisanal crafters around. That's kind of what the main city has to offer. Nothing too uber scientific or not really much in the way of pets, you know?
Why don't we go to the gallery?
She nods. And you guys kind of make your way to a building kind of in the center of town. You kind of have to take the stairs downwards because the upstairs is someone's house. But as you go down, you just see like various art pieces done by, you know, all sorts of things. There's sculptures, paintings. There's even like little stations where people can like step up together and listen to music. There's like various forms of art are all on display here. It's a little quiet at the moment. You think most people who were looking at this exhibit probably already left for now. It's like a museum at like 3 p.m. It's like weirdly quiet, you know. So in the morning you get the early rush, and then after 4 you start getting the kids who get to go right after school, but like you're in like that weird mid period, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not super populated right now. But you see your creator kind of breathe a sigh of relief at that. She just kind of turns to you and just goes, "Well, Plaque, how have you been enjoying traveling? It was a little unique of one of my creations to want to go see the world like that. I'm curious how you've been enjoying it."
It's been nice. I have made friends. I have participated in competitions, and I have made pet friends.
That's nice. Tell me about your friend.
Let's see. There is OJ. OJ is very chaotic. I am not used to OJ, but I will get used to OJ. There is Ori, who I have learned recently is able to change their form, which I find very interesting. I don't encounter that very often.
She kind of nods and just goes, "Yeah, that's changelings aren't really common in our part of town."
No.
Yeah, the shades. It's not really.
Scales is created like I am, but very different. They have wings. It's very interesting.
Created with wings. Wonder how they pulled that off. They start like
I do not know.
So if you see them, ask them how their wings work, because I'm very.
Understood. There is also Rhodes, who is a stone eidolon. He is or I don't remember their pronouns.
No,
They
you got it.
are okay. He is quiet and very cautious, which I appreciate, especially with the very chaotic OJ.
Yeah, balance it out a bit.
Hmm. Then there is Asher. Asher always has something ready for us when we need it. They have a backpack that seems like its own world. It's very interesting.
Huh. Magic item. Definitely a magic item.
Agreed.
Yeah. Seems like your friends all seem to have something of interest.
Agreed. They are all very interesting people.
How'd you find all of them?
I believe I just ran into them. I don't exactly remember.
That makes sense. It's kind of all a blur. Things haven't been too different at home. Minnie does things around the house. She started to like decorating room to fit themes. She'll randomly generate a theme and then decorate a room to be that theme.
That is cute.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it when the randomly generated room was my lab, but I didn't have to stop. So, don't really know what disco is, but guess that's my life now. So, you probably guessed that I wouldn't have showed up for a reason.
I would be surprised if you did. Not a bad surprise, but surprised.
Yeah. I don't want to bother you on your journey, Plaque. This is definitely your time. You're definitely one of the most unique of the creations that as you know, you're not the first, but you were definitely the first one I gave so much consciousness to. Before you, I didn't really make created so much as like grown. It's a little different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you were the prototype for what Nini does. And I came because I heard in the news, I saw about your friend with their brother, and I saw the way the brother was treating them, using prototype like a dirty word. And I wanted to talk some sense into that robot, but I don't think I will get the chance to for obvious reasons.
Mm.
I don't think throwing a vial of pure liquid fire magic at them would necessarily do me a lot of favors, even though I really want.
Agreed.
But it's fine. It's fine. Regardless, I saw that and wanted to talk to you because I didn't want you to be upset. I don't know.
I'll admit, it did surprise me to think that any creatives think like that, and it did instill some doubt in me. But I don't think I am any less superior to Nenny. I see Nenny as a little sister. I am
And
simply one with more knowledge.
yes, and she definitely sees you as her big brother. I'll tell you that. She's always asking me about you,
That is good to know.
wondering where you are, well, not where you are. She kind of knows where you are. More what you're up to. She really wanted to come, but I told her that it probably wouldn't be too smart, as you know, probably stayed out of the city for too long. Do you have a reputation to uphold?
Agreed.
But I was thinking, while you're out and about, maybe you could put that collector spirit to good use for me.
Of course. How can I help?
As you know, I like collecting various things and turning them into potions. I don't exactly know what they'll do at any given, but that's half. Since you're going to be traveling, if you find anything that you think would be interesting potion material, collect it, and I'll set up some way for us to keep in touch so you can send me the ingredients, and I'll send you back what I make.
Understood. I can do that.
Great. And you can help me field test a few of them.
That should be interesting. I will try to keep them out of OJ's reach.
That's probably a good plan. I don't exactly know what OJ's done in the past, but if you're if you think it's best to keep them out of her reach, I will not disagree. Question, Plaque, before I make my way. Because somehow it's almost already been 30 minutes. So, is there anything you want from home?
They, think for a second. Well, may I have my stuffed bear from when I was first made?
I thought you took it with you. Yes, absolutely. I'll look through your room, see if I can find it.
Thank you.
No
I suppose
problem.
I forgot it.
Okay, I can imagine that in the ruckus of trying to get, the ferry still only leaves from Lamplight to the mainland once a week. It's a very narrow window. So I can imagine in all the ruckus. Easy to forget things. She kind of starts looking around at the art paintings, Plaque, and you see one, and it's it looks like your home. It looks like Lamplight, but it's got it's a little elaborate, a little embellished for the sake of art, more vibrant holes in the water. And she just kind of looks at it, and you can't really place if it's longing or if she looks a little upset. Really hard to place.
Is everything all right?
You know that I think that everything in our town improved after the mayor was evicted, if you will, exorcised. So she just kind of sighs and just says, as you know, I helped take down the mayor because, well, the stuff they were doing to our town wasn't right. Dark evil goat isn't necessarily great.
Agreed.
It's just kind of weird because, I don't know, I don't really know what we're gonna do. We've gotten so used to, living under the mayor's control. Now we finally have this shot to mingle with the mainland and everything, and I don't know, it's a weird transition.
That makes sense. Instead of seeing it as a big change, see it as a new opportunity.
She kind of looks down at him and just goes man, I do make you, don't
I am instilled with much knowledge about therapy as well as medical knowledge.
I'm certain that there is no reason why I did that. It's not like I need therapy myself or anything. Anyway. Yeah, if you find it, I think you're right. It's just, I don't know. I guess I spent so much time in Lamplight learning how to purify the dark magic of our home and turned it into the elemental magic of the mainland through potions and such. And now we can just get a fire mage to come and do the job, if that makes sense. It's a little validating.
While I understand that outlook, it is not healthy. Instead of seeing it as invalidating, simply see it as... Once again, a new opportunity. Now you can use your time in other ways. And your work did not go to waste. It was very useful for very long.
Oh man, I made you too good at therapy. Oh no, you're right. Once again. Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe this will be good. You collecting things from the main. I'll be able to create things I never could before. Maybe we'll potions for
Exactly.
treatment. Maybe we'll discover new kinds of magic while we're at it.
That would be nice.
We haven't gotten to do a lot of things, just you and I recently, huh?
I suppose not.
Well, you've always been my right-hand man, Plaque.
And I always will be, even if I'm a bit farther away.
Wonderful. Well, I'll set up a way for us to keep in contact so you can keep sending me those supplies. And we'll keep in touch. Now you have one of those Wayfinder things, huh?
I
She
do.
kind of grins. She kind of grins a bit and just goes, "Can I take a look?"
They'll give it to her.
She like starts observing it, and it's less like, "Oh, let me see how the apps on it." Ooh, I want to see the parts, you know? And you see, like, kind of touch her fingers to it, and tiny little sparks shoot out, and a little bit of like a dark pushback, but she's just like, "Oh, now," you know? And moving around with it. She's kind of like, all pretty simplistic, easy to understand. Well, yeah, not for everyone. You know. Kind of an accident. I one from what I home. If so, that's an easy way to keep in contact. I could buy one, but now my pride's on the line. So, we have that. So yeah, sounds like what we will do. I'll go home, I'll figure that out, and then if I can get it to work, I'll contact you. If not, I'll figure out something else.
Alright, understood.
Anything else you want to say before I make my leave, Plaque?
Plaque will think before going in for a very awkward robotic hug and saying, "Thank you for the visit, and also for Mason."
They kind of wrap an arm around you and just like, well, thank you for the help and for taking care of Mason. If he was left alone, that magic would have worn off, and chances are it would test. Thank goodness you were in Oa. If you were in somewhere else, the subject material would have been a little interesting. Mason probably could have been made out of stone or volcanic pumice. Ooh, not of
I would love more Masons. There's like a sparkle behind like the lenses of their mask.
I'll think on it. I have ideas. You know? Like little homunculi made out of the raw materials of the land. That might go very well with people. They might enjoy that.
Plaque looks to Mason. You will have little siblings, just like I do.
It could be a new venture. Yeah,
Agreed.
Could be the next big thing we do. I don't know. I've also heard whispers of something in Innovin. Talk of gathering mages together for something. I'm a little curious, so I might take a pit stop on my way. I'll keep you updated if it's anything worth our time.
Understood.
That many eggheads in one place might mean we might get something good out of it if we play our cards right. Alright. Well, I am just prolonging the inevitable at this point. I will head out. Take that little pit stop, and that's where you started, right?
It is.
Huh. Like I said, I'll keep it all in check. She kind of like looks at a couple potions in her hands, kind of looks at the colors, changes one for the other. Now this is either going to be teleportation, or I'm about to cause an earthquake that will appear on the Richter scale. Quite sure which. Brace yourself, essentially, is what I'm saying.
Understood.
Oh, and if you ever want any updates, any sort of, if you see anything cool you think could be like a cool upgrade to yourself, let me know. Working on robotics again? That'd be fun.
Understood.
Alright. Well, this is either gonna be departure or a lot to pay for. And she throws it on the ground, and you feel a slight shake, and in your head it's like, oh, well, you know? And then there's a puff of black smoke, and she's gone.
I wonder if that was both.
And at this point, you like hear from outside the door, like skittering around and people talking, and the unmistakable laugh of one OJ. Seems that you just ended up exactly where you needed to be.
Awesome.
And because this is a shorter one-off, that's, I think, a good spot to call it.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good time.
I did, thank you.
No problem.